Oh, you wanna hear something different? Alright, baby, just listen. And don't forget my name is Britain. And I'm a top shot, baby, listen. 2020, I got a clear vision. I see you playing fish, I caught you out fishing. Now we vibing to cartel, touching and kissing. Yeah, yeah, ooh, and yo, YouTube, what's good? What's good? Welcome to my channel. It's Britain. I got some amazing people here with me. I gotta introduce you to y'all. Like I told y'all, my channel is very diverse, very fun. I have my family here because they are my family and my friends. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Well, you got Passion.
Hey, I'm Domo.
I say hey hello to everybody. You see how they looking? So this topic today is very interesting. Very interesting. So my two friends here, they are also married and they also have two beautiful young boys by the same donor. So we're going to go ahead and dig deep into that because I know a lot of people have questions about the LGBT community and how we go about things, our lifestyles, and we're just going to go ahead and answer some questions for you. So, okay, where y'all from?
I'm from Harlem.
From Harlem.
All right, and how long have y'all been together as a whole, and how long have y'all been married for?
As a whole, we've been together for 7 years, and we've been married for 4.
All right, and y'all have two beautiful boys?
Yes.
4 and 2.
All right, and who's for you? So, okay, so who had their child first?
I had my child first.
Okay.
Our child, but she conceived first.
I conceived first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. You know, I meant to say who conceived first. Okay. And were you married at that time?
We weren't married at that time.
But how? Go ahead.
We got married literally like a month after he was born.
Okay, but how long have you been together?
We've been together for
7 years.
All together right now, it's been 7 years. But when it was like, what, 4 years?
4 years.
4 years.
Okay, so you've been married for about like 3 years?
We've been married for 4 years.
4 years. Okay.
Western's 4, so 4 years basically.
Okay, and then Damo, you had the second
one, yes.
Okay, so how was that process? Like, that's the question. Like, how was that process? So I know, of course, you had to find a donor first.
Correct.
And how do you go about picking them?
So to get it started, my cousin, she's straight. She's not a lesbian or anything. She was looking for a donor because she decided that she didn't want to have no kids with no guys, so she wanted to have it on her own. And she came across this guy, and she said it wasn't really her type. So she was like, I know you trying to have a kid. I think he's a nice, cool dude or whatever. I'm going to put you on to him. So she gave me his information. I contacted him. We was,
Well, first things first, she inquired with me first. Like, this was something that Passion wanted to do for so long.
Yeah.
Like, so long on her own. So we discussed it together, and we met him, and then.
Because I remember when I first met Passion, like before I even met Passion, I know she was trying to have a baby. And that's one way I know I always connected with her. I used to always pray for her, because I know she was trying to have a baby. So I know when I seen her have Weston, it was like.
Yeah. It was just like something I always wanted to have, like a kid of my own. And of course, I brought it to her attention. Now, mind you, when I met her, she wasn't in the lesbian community. She's not gay. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't in that. So I just sprung it upon her, and she actually accepted it. She said whatever I was willing to do, she's by my side with it. So my cousin gave me the donor, and we went ahead and contacted him and was talking with him for a little while. He learned him out, like his sperm level count and all that stuff, that we had to know all that before we even took a chance. So probably about a year in after, we've been talking to him for a whole year, but like a year in, that's when we decided to make that step.
So, and he was very informative.
Yes, very. He really actually schooled us on how to do it and what we have to do to get to do it. You know what I'm saying? So basically, he guided us through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's an actual donor, so he knows he does this on a regular. This is his thing. So he told us, when I met him, we actually met up one day. I think we was in Miami. He was in Miami one time, and That's the first time we met him, but we nothing like we didn't exchange nothing then. We met him. His family live out there, so we went over there on a mind you, it's sweet heat time, but we went over there, was bobbing with him and his family. He's a Jewish guy. He's Jewish, straight Jewish, toupee and all that. So he don't follow rules. They don't respect him. His family don't care. Don't yeah, he don't give a damn.
He's a rebel.
He's kicked out,
but so, he's very still in tune.
Very he's a nice dude. So
that's good.
We was vibing with him, still getting to know him. And then I told Damo, I said, I think I'm ready. So again, he told me the steps, which was track my period. I had to download a app called P Tracker, and I put my period from when it started and the period when it ended. And in the app it says when you're high ovulating, like you high peak. That's what it says, high peak. So he said, on your high peak, you give me a call or write me and let me know, because that's the day we're going to do it. We met up. Where we met, I forgot where we all met.
In Jersey,
I think it was in Jersey. He did met in his it was Brooklyn. In his family house. He did whatever he did in the bathroom. Passed us the sperm. Now with that, before he passed us the sperm, he had to put it in a cup.
Oh, so y'all ain't sleep with nobody?
Hell no.
All right, just gotta make sure people out here.
We didn't have to do that because you know
people
why?
out here be sleeping with people.
No,
so you gotta
you know why we didn't have to do that? Because
you said pass him the sperm, so you gotta make sure you find out exactly how it was passed. Like was it passed?
No, that's what I had to explain.
So one of the things that he schooled us on was a soft
cup. A soft cup. It's like a cup, something that like females use when they have their period. They want to go in the pool and swim. It's like a cup.
That's new shit.
I can pull it up for you guys and show you, so you can see how this look. So he has you got to track your period, and on your highest ovulation day, that's when you actually got to insert. So he went to the bathroom and he did what he had to do, passed us the soft cup. My wife inserted in me. He told me to leave. Hold on. Inserted the soft cup in me with the sperm. Yes.
So your legs was up in the air like
that. It was. It was.
Shoot that thing up, mommy.
Definitely was.
We wanted to make it seem like we wanted it to be us real. So we actually, did our thing after we inserted.
Yeah, we did. Of course, we had, intercourse within ourselves to make it more spicy, so that the hormones could
touch.
Yeah. So I kept my legs up for 30 minutes. I probably kept it up for 45 because I had to make sure I was going to be pregnant.
Yeah.
And the first try, it happened. And honestly, I was pregnant twice. I lost my first child. And then we did it again.
That time was like, it was a learning lesson.
That was on go. That was it.
Yeah. That was definitely a learning lesson.
That's amazing. And then you carry second. How was your process?
We use the same donor too as that.
Right. So we have the same donor dad. My process was amazing. I love being pregnant, but I would say I went through more pain than Passion did. Mm-hmm. Like hers was so smooth. Like she was jumping around, hopping, skipping
outside.
I was too, but I was just so like, it's a lot going on. It was a lot.
A lot of emotions.
Mm-hmm. A lot. We had just moved to our new state, Georgia, when I first got pregnant. And yeah, I would say my process was amazing. It just was painful
and stressful.
Yeah.
All right. So,
and we did conceive natural. We pushed.
No C-sections or anything.
No C-sections.
Y'all are brave. I give it to you, because that's something that I definitely want to do in the future.
So FYI, sperm actually doesn't die when it hits the air. We thought that. That's why we were like really like shaky on the fact that if we actually had to do something with the person or, be connected with the person, and it wasn't that at all. So sperm actually lasts. You can
ship sperm.
Ship sperm.
He told us it takes about 38 hours, 24 between them hours for it to actually die. Okay. It doesn't die once it hit the air.
Okay. I truly commend y'all for, of course, you being two women. Besides everything, forget the lifestyle, your preference, whatever people want to call it. At the end of the day, you are both two women who conceive babies naturally. And that's something that a lot of people, face or, we want to do. I know what some of my family can't have kids. I know one day I want to carry. So, like, how does it feel, especially with, you are two women. Not only are you two women, you're black. You're both lesbian, and you're raising two boys. How does that feel? Especially, there's a lot of opinionated people out here. Like, how do you guys feel?
Well, I'm gonna speak on how I feel. Like, I'm scared because they still babies now, so it's like, not too much of a questioning yet. But I feel like I'm scared when they get to school, like actual school, and being that they biracial, what I'm saying, is like a lot of questions. Oh, why you white? Or like,
because you guys are brown. And
yeah, oh, you got two mommies, and that's when the questions and all that is gonna start. So I'm kind of afraid, but I'm open to what's coming.
And
they call
you both mommy, right?
Mama and mommy.
Yeah.
But they both say it differently.
Yeah, she's mama and I'm mommy.
Mm-hmm. So,
yeah.
All right. So, how does that make you feel, Damo?
I would say my perspective is a bit different because I did come in as a straight woman, and people look at me like, "Oh, you married to a woman since when?" Stuff like that. So I've been getting questions from the jump or whatever.
Okay.
But I could say I'm comfortable in my skin, so I don't take it no way when people have questions or use the whole "oh, now she gay" thing and stuff like that. As far as my kids go, no, those are carpenter bees.
They don't.
So they're only here for the wood. They're only here.
The fuck? I got bit by stung by two bees. Hell no. Carpenter in my ass. Don't work by me. Don't work by me. No shift over here. And you ain't paying you right now. Get away. In Jesus' name.
I don't know how I would explain it. Like, what you mean as far as how do I feel?
Like, it's different. To others, it's different. To us, it's regular, but to others, it's different. Mm-hmm. To others on the outside,
it could be weird to them.
They criticize.
Yeah.
So as far as you raising two boys, like like how Passion said, she has a fear. It's fearful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very fearful.
Because I don't have children, but like Passion said, like that part of two moms. My sister told me about like somebody that she knew where there was like they didn't send their kid back to the friend's house because it was like, yeah, they got two moms. Mm-hmm. People really think that that's different.
Mm-hmm. And it's a lot to put on somebody. I can say for my family, they had to get adjusted to it with, learning that this is real. It's not just a phase. So that's a lot of things that some people say, like, oh, this is just a phase that, she's going through. That's something that I've got. I am scared. I'm scared for my boys to just not be comfortable because it's not the norm to certain, families and stuff like that. But we're learning as we go. And I can say that we're doing a good job with each other because we balance each other. He left. I'm telling you, he's not gonna do nothing. I was here too.
Film that shit somewhere so
no, because I think that's gonna make him.
Oh, that attention, right?
Yeah, he probably got a big stinger. Mm-hmm. Now I definitely understand where y'all coming from. Like the process is different, and I see where, of course, people pass judgment like, okay, boys raised by two women are going to be gay or they may be more feminine. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've seen women raise some amazing sons.
Right.
But of course, society has their own opinions, especially because it's two women. But I know you both work, you both provide, you both carry your household like any other household, whether it's heterosexual, homosexual, pansexual, transsexual. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter. But that's
it's a lot. It's a lot. You have to have tough skin.
Yeah.
And you have to just know yourself. Don't take the criticism or take all of that, take it in, but don't let it, touch that soft spot.
When I first, being that I'm a stud, whatever
and you Jamaican.
Jamaican, you know what I'm saying? Like I got the criticism bad. You feel me? Where people
was it from like family, friends, or
outsiders, people that I don't know, friends? Like I was just getting bashed, being that I'm a stud. You know what I'm saying? Being that I'm Jamaican, and it bothered me at the beginning, but then I had to look into things like, this is something that I want, and ain't nobody gonna change that. You feel what I'm saying? So I gotta have this tough skin and deal with it because it's gonna come. It's gonna come to me. The negativity, the positivity, all that's gonna come. So I might as well just like leave it alone. Because I used to, when I was first, I used to feed into it. Like it was a time at a point where I was like, I don't even want to have this baby no more because, I'm getting so much of a bad, bashing, and it's like I know how I went about getting conceived.
You know
like
the truth.
I know the truth. I didn't have to lay with nobody. I didn't have to do none of that. It's ways of getting pregnant. It's not
multiple
just having,
ways.
Yeah, it's
it
not
doesn't matter if you're gay or straight because you have a lot of straight women who
that
still
would
do
go.
in vitro.
That's what I'm saying. And like I
are,
said, my cousin, she
Yeah.
she said she didn't want no baby father. She wanted to do a donor.
They have sperm donors. That's what they're there for. And the thing
Exactly.
is, a lot of people think that a lot of things are in place because for the LGBT community when it's really have been created for heterosexual women and men who couldn't conceive naturally.
Yep.
They put these systems and these different type of things in place.
Yep.
So that's why you have surrogates and sperm donors and IVF to where people can still conceive or will still have children that belong to them with their,
their eggs or whatever. Right.
And I feel like at the end of the day, it's like no matter what your preference is, how you dress, how you look, you're a woman. One thing that God created women to do, not saying that's always built for it, is to reproduce.
Yeah.
No matter who you are. Yep. So if you feel like because you're masculine and you want to have a baby, it doesn't matter to anybody. At the end of the day, it's your body, you're in control, and that's what you want to do. Because you are still being, because like, for example, a lot of people say, you're a waste. How are you a waste if I'm still conceiving? I don't have to physically be with a man, but I can still conceive my baby.
Yep.
I can still bring another life into this world, but doesn't mean I have to be with a man. No, like people so stuck into that
That's
old
like that
fashion.
One bubble, one sided, and it's like they're not open to other like
what could really happen.
Like,
and I feel like if a lot of women really like looked into it, a lot of women probably wouldn't even be straight because a lot of people are with men because they feel like that's the only way to conceive, and that's what you're supposed to do.
No,
and I'm not going against religion because again, I'm a Christian and I believe in the Bible. I believe in God, but God makes no mistakes when He created anybody. You're all born in sin.
This is how He created us. Like this is how He created us. Like
to have our own mind and to go off of how we feel and how we think and to be ourselves always. Like
that's why I never really got like the fact where they say, "Oh, that's a sin and that's a this and this and that." It's like if God created us. You know what I'm saying? This is how He created me.
Right.
You can't. I don't know. You cannot force somebody to be something they not or they don't want to be. No. Like
the title of this is called "Two Moms, One Donor." So I just want to explain. Well, I want you to explain the relations between your sons really quickly. I think I understand that.
The relationship between our sons,
like as far as their donor, you guys have one donor. So they're brothers.
Yeah, so they're actually brothers. We wanted to do it that way because no matter what happens between me and my wife, like we always want them to be brothers. Period. Like we always wanted to stay connected that way.
I wanted to bring that up because that's amazing. A lot of people will have different donors. Some people may use the same donors or maybe not, but the fact that you guys did that, like you said, they have that connection regardless of what.
Yeah.
I guess they try to say when you're from the same mother, you're considered half, father, you're considered whole. So they're considered technically
a whole,
full brothers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they consider whole.
Yeah.
They have from us.
The whole time I thought it was mothers.
Yeah.
Carrie, no, it's the father.
Oh.
So like they're whole brothers regardless of what.
You know, I don't even look at stuff like that. Like my sisters on my brother's sisters on my father's side. Yeah, my sisters. Yeah, my siblings on my mother's side. Yeah, my siblings. Like
we siblings.
never did the half thing.
Yeah.
All right, so I know y'all said y'all wanted a kid, right? Like you wanted to have a baby real bad. So I know you went the whole donor way. But if there was no opportunity for you to have a donor, would you have slept with a man to do it?
Mm-hmm. But not for nothing.
My son, God.
Not for nothing.
Listen, okay.
If it was like nothing, the opportunity. This is what I really, because this is what I've been wanting for years. If everybody know me, niggas know me,
like
they
her
know
real life story.
They know that Passion always wanted a kid. Like,
I thought you were going to say you used to be popping your pussy. I was scared for a second. No, I didn't know what you was going to say. You was like, they always know me.
They always knew that I wanted a kid. And I could have had sex with a guy.
Oh, you never slept with a dude?
Never.
Shout out. Hey, you still pure here. Let me get some.
When I gave birth, he split me because I was so tight. Like,
she had to get induced.
I had to get induced with a balloon.
Literally a water balloon.
They had to blow up a whole balloon to me to open me up because I was so tight.
There
for a couple of hours before I got to a centimeter.
Expand her, and my girl still wasn't expanding. No. Pissing me off, okay? Like I was
in labor for 36 hours.
That thing was like
pissed.
That is crazy. Oh my god.
But yeah, I be, if that was the only way in life, period, and whatever, and I have to do what I gotta do, that's what the fuck I gotta do. The only thing left, gotta do what I do. I'm sorry, this is what I want. Like I said, I could have been did it because I've been wanted a kid. But if that was the only thing left in the world, you know what I'm saying, that I had, like, you know what I'm saying, then I know it was more other ways to get around that I didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah.
Okay. Would you have done the same thing? Well, yeah, you used to be down that road.
Yeah.
That was your past life.
You know?
That was your past life. I mean, before you turned into a vamp, that's what you used to be. You gotta do what you gotta do.
I love kids. I really want 5 kids. Like, and we have.
That's crazy.
Whoa.
We have 2. I want 5.
You trying to be the Cosbys?
Yeah, like I want our own.
Then they're the Brady bunch. You're gonna have a damn.
Even though we a little team already, but
think about that's 7 people. That's y'all 2 plus 5. That's a lot.
I know. Us having 2 kids now,
it's a lot.
I know that that's not realistic. Maybe we can have 1 more.
And we want to go for that girl, but I'm gonna be mad if it's a boy. Again.
I just got a feeling we're gonna have another.
And I have a feeling like we're gonna have another boy. Like it's just
giving boy mom.
Yeah, it's giving boy. Like that's what y'all got, and that's what you get.
But if we have a boy again, we could try again, and then that's 4. Then
it's going to 5, and then it's 6.
Give him an instant pick up. I was my Sharon and walk.
What? I want to skip.
She skip to the wall and I like she touchdown. She catch one field goal and she kick out.
I do.
Kick out. Shama
Juma. That's out.
I ain't gonna lie to you. If it came down to be and the last thing to do as far as me sleeping with a dude to have a kid, then I agree. If I figure it out, I don't know. I just can't do it. Like
have a kid. Period.
Somebody have to carry my egg. I would like legit. I don't know. I just like even if I wanted to have a kid, I could have had a kid. I had guys who asked like shit cup naturally, and it's like I was like that would be like rape to me. Like no offense, but it would be so like
with a soft cup.
No, with a dude. Like I would not have to do that. Like it would just be not having a kid.
Like even if they like already there and then they just like insert it.
No, it would have to be like the whole cup thing. Like I would never sleep with a guy. Like it would just be the end of it for me. We can't go through the whole process. Shebang.
No, but what she's saying is like if he jerk off and when he's about to, you just put it like because
I've heard that
sperm
too.
Touches. You know what I'm saying? It just like once it touches an egg,
people do it too.
It's shooting already. They don't have to be all do the secretion and all that shit. You have to do all that. Like,
I'm getting nauseous just thinking about it. Like,
well, then you would never have a kid because that shit is disgusting. That sperm shit is disgusting.
That's why
just seeing that shit is like,
that's why you be asking.
But if that's what you want to bypass all that nastiness right there. and you going, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about as far as seeing, you're gonna see the sperm. You're gonna see it's nasty and gooey. You're gonna see it.
I'm drinking.
Like, so you really don't want a kid.
I just literally drunk so while you said that. Like,
You can't think too much into
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Like, it's light.
and I don't like
It's
that.
fucking light.
I don't like that with y'all dykes.
Grown ass.
What you mean, motherfucker, with y'all dykes?
Y'all, excuse my vocabulary because I know that's like, you know,
offensive to some.
Yeah, studs. It's
but
like,
I'm willing to carry though. The difference is I'm willing
you're not
to carry.
because you're saying heel. You're gonna when the guy pass you, you're gonna see that nasty.
No,
stuff.
I'm not talking about that. Is the question
you're gonna see that it's nasty.
The question was,
but
if it was the only.
Oh no, I know that. I'm saying
that's what I'm talking about.
But you were saying nasty to that too. But
if I gotta do that, yeah, it's okay. Boom, boom, boom. But I mean, as far as you think you're gonna put your tip in, this ain't no holiday.
Also, no
tip. Get no gift. Hell no, you gonna put that thing in the cup. What I look like? Yeah. You gonna be trying to put tip where? Please. You better put the tip in the cup, figure it out, or whatever you got to squirt it into. It ain't squirting directly in the ear. That shit ain't happening over my dead body.
I was gonna have to do it like the syringe. Remember we used
to hear stuff. You could use syringe
like
though.
A syringe. That's
but see, our donor, he goes by the soft cup. He said he rather that.
Honestly does it any way you're comfortable.
However you comfortable. Some people go to him for intercourse. He said, however he respects it. However you want to do it, we're going to do it like how you want. I want to do it on a sofa. Okay, we're going to do it like that. I want to have sex with you. We're going to do it like that. I'm going to do this with the syringe. Or I want to go through the doctor. He has a doctor that he goes and he for his sperm and like, you know, IVF, like all that. He's a real life donor. Like he has kids.
That's his full time.
Yeah, this is what he does. He's a full-time donor. Like, he travels to different places to donate. Like, no, seriously, like that's his thing.
Travels the world.
At
first, we were very. I could be honest. We were like kind of awkward about the situation with him because he's so open with what he does. So being that, I could say we have, you know, light to us too. People looking at us and want to know how we go about things and stuff. So it was pretty scary, like allowing people to get into our life and open up to them because some people, I could say, want what we have. And it's kind of scary, like opening up because some people don't respect you. And it's boundaries to certain things, you know, as far as like wanting the same donor or, you know, wanting somebody like the donor. I don't know. It's stuff that come with it.
I feel like people disrespect because.
And I wouldn't want that. Like, and I told him, I said, I don't care what you do. Just nobody I know. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody I know. We don't need to be siblings and none of that. Like,
kinfolk and everything.
Yeah, they can school you, but to be like,
don't cross that line, please. You know? Like, you could do. That's what you do. But you know, and he always come to us, and you know this person, right? You know this person, like you know this person.
So at first we were like, you know, we wanted to just be. We appreciate you for doing what you did for us, but you know we don't need a third parent type shit.
Yeah. Okay.
But as our kids started growing and stuff and asking questions and stuff, especially our oldest, Weston,
he's
hold on. So that's a good question right there. So before you, okay, so I know like you have two boys who are brothers by the same donor. Do they ask about their father? Like, do they have questions? Like, do you allow the donor to be in their life, or would you allow the donor to be in their life?
So that's a good question because recently our oldest son just asked us, does he only have two moms? And it opened up a different light to both of us and like thinking like, you know, our kids can be in tune with their donor dad because there's nothing wrong. That's literally their whole other side. We can't take that away from them just because we feel weird about the situation. It was one time Weston, he asked me, like I said, he was like, "Well, I only have two moms," and I'm like, "No, you have a dad." He was like, "Oh yeah, I do have a dad," and I'm like, "You know who your dad is?" And he said his name. He was like, "Yeah, my dad is." So I was like, "That is your dad. Wow, how do you know?" And he's like, "Cause I'm smart." So that like made me feel so happy, like knowing that he is in tune and comfortable with his donor dad. Because even when his donor dad comes around with both the boys, they comfortable with them. You know how shady they could be. Like they go to him and everything, and like, I just love the fact that he makes us feel comfortable.
He was around. He came down here. He hit me up. Hey, I'm in town. You know, I'm around. This probably was like last month or a month ago when we went skating, Cascade. Remember when I said we were going Cascade? He came. Yeah. And he was skating with them, and you know I enjoyed the time and went about his business. Anytime or he around, like if he come to Atlanta and because he know we live out here, he'll shoot us a text like, hey, you know, is it cool? I'll come see the boys. Like he'll ask before. He won't intrude. He give us that respect. Like it's up to us if we say yes or if we don't. You know, no, not today or yes today. Like it's cool. Like and we always now that Weston's been asking, we always say if he say you know he's here, you can come
let him know. We'll let, and they be actually excited. I think we'll never take that away from them. We'll always be honest because, like, that'll be fucked up. That's to just make them think like, you know, this is just life. Because this is our life doesn't mean it have to be their life. And I feel like that's great. I want you to give them options to choose and so they have their own thoughts about things.
At least they would know. Like, okay, yes, I know who this guy is. You know what I'm saying? To where you know how people be like kids be growing up without a father, so they questioning where's their father and who's this, you know, I never met my father. They can say they met him, they know who he is, he's the donor dad, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I have two moms, but and that's where it comes back to where
they're men, they're boys, and like they're gonna grow up to men. We're women, so it's like, yeah, we could raise them the best way we could, but at the end of the day, we don't have that man in us for real. At the end of the day, to like guide them on how to be a man.
Yeah, I really like that y'all do that because that's the biggest thing that people, you know, criticize or speak on is when that child grows up, will they know their father, or situation will they know their mother? And the fact that you raising your children to be aware of the situation, what's going on. So like in society, they're able to know understand how to defend themselves, correct? Yes, and be aware of what's going on.
And this is where it comes back to where
and I said, comfortable in their skin.
Yeah, this like is where it comes back to where I said I'm afraid when there's questions start asking when they in school. You know what I'm saying? Like they can answer it. Like I have two mommies, yes I do, but I have a dad as well. You know what I'm saying? Whereas I just have two mommies, you know, and then it's nothing behind it.
Right.
I don't know.
So how did your two mommies
had you? That's the next question that people.
Because realistically, so those questions are gonna come too. What I was saying. Right. Like, okay. So how? So when that time comes, we'll give them the breakdown on that. But as far as their donor dad, we are very open, and we don't take that away from us.
Like we made our little contract with him, and you know what is what, and he respects whatever we want. If we say no today, no, it's no. You know what I'm saying? He don't feel no type of way. He try again next time. Like 4 years old, and he just started like actually being that he's being more like questioning and doing like so we can't take that away from him. You feel me? So we just started allowing. If he, like I said, he'll come down. Because like I said, that's what he does. He travels, so he'll be conceiving somebody out here.
Even in Jersey, though.
And so he has multiple
in Thailand, Africa, everywhere.
So you're not worried about your child bumping into?
Yes. Yes,
that was the first thing.
First thing we was worried about.
I don't think we were too much worried about it now.
How much picking him up?
About 130.
That's much.
Yeah. When we first started, he was like 70 something.
When we first started,
4 years ago.
Like he's
wilding. Man have 10 50 a year.
Wilding.
Like we asked him to stop. When are you gonna stop?
When I had 47. When I had 50. Now so you're at like peak, but you're at 48 now. So like that shit shoots like one time and one time.
Healthy.
He is healthy.
He is. His sperm count is good. Yes, he's very, very like because we checked all that before we actually, you know what I'm saying, his sperm level, his sperm like his health is like his blood type. They got O blood type because they, you know, Caucasian, but I mean like whatever white, they got O. But yeah, so it's like we checked all that before we even went ahead and did anything with him, like as far as you know,
health
transferring sperm and shit. Like,
and I'm not gonna lie, he before we could even ask whatever, or let's he gave it to us.
I got his paperwork, everything,
like
everything.
He provided his whole profile.
His whole profile, like everything is clean, everything is good.
And you say you got a contract with him.
Mm-hmm. We got a contract with him, and we told him this is how we want it. Da da da. Like, and he respects it. Like I said, he respects it to the fullest, and I think he respects every one of the
the
mother.
moms. Yeah, like
some of the moms we wanted to
some
get
of
to
the
know
moms.
us.
Yeah, they be wanting. He be having. He trying to have us in group
Yo,
chats with
it was
them.
one time we was in Miami.
I have Weston and them have a sister and a brother out there.
I'm gonna give her number so you could call.
They called us. Who is this?
I'm like, dude,
no, we're not on that time.
Hold on, Holiday.
This ain't that.
This is not.
This ain't that, and that ain't it.
So that was one of the times where it's like, all right, we got to set boundaries, like and he respected it.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, he's very
really
he
cool
likes
dude.
his kids to be in tune. Like,
yeah,
you see how
like
out here in
for his
Georgia.
He just had a 46th birthday. Majority of his kids was at his. He had a birthday party for his kids. Yeah,
for
like
the kids.
No adults was there but his kids.
Oh, so that's the whole party.
Yeah, like he's really in tune with his kids. Like, and I feel like if he had the chance to be in tune with our boys, like if we allowed it, he would take them. He would but we not. No, it's not none of that. It's just when you pop in or whatever you say, whatever, cool. You could spend a little couple of hours, but going to take them and they going that's out. Like,
until they get older and make their own
decisions if they want to go, but not right. No, this is not what. That's not a part of the contract that we decide we did. No, it's none of that. But
just to still alleviate the confusion.
Not like that. Like, I'm learning stuff that I didn't even know. I'm asking questions not just for the people, but I'm asking questions for me because you got people who question what happens or want to know what happens or eventually want to do this process. So we all have different questions. So that's dope. I think that you let the donor be in the child's life again because it's not about you guys. It's about the child at the end of the day.
For sure.
If the child should be able to learn or be able to experience or share or meet whom that person is. They don't have to physically be there as the dad or the mom, but the fact they're allowed to be there so the child is aware that yes, you weren't created by yourself. There is a parent involved.
Yeah.
And I don't want you to feel like you're alone or you don't have anybody or you've been left. There's a situation here. And of course, as they get older, you guys are able to explain more and more. They're able to clarify because there's many people that you know who raised by same-sex parents. It's trying to be amazing.
Yeah.
Your parents' sexuality shouldn't determine your child's life.
No.
People say like, oh yeah, they're gonna be, gay or feminine because they're raised by a woman, and that's not true.
No, it's not true. Like that can't be true. Like, I mean, they're gonna see what we doing as females, you know what I'm saying, often because that's what they're around. And this is why that's another reason why we said we allowing it, you know what I'm saying, him in and out, whatever, because he's a male figure.
So I mean, of course, I gotta ask this question because that's on the, what if one of your sons was to turn out to be gay? How would that make you feel? Be honest. Yeah, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
I feel like for me, I would be open to whatever my sons, want to be as far as anything. Whether it be sexuality, whether it be whatever sport they want to be in, if they don't want to play, I'm going to be open to anything. I feel like it would be new for us. I feel like it will be a learning experience. I feel like kind of a little bit it would be awkward because I'm not going to lie. Being a gay man is totally different from being a lesbian woman. It comes with a lot. Like being a man and having to be secure within yourself. It just comes with a lot.
They get back
like
more than us.
The diseases. That's just number one. We're gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
And just being a man and just being a fucking mook. Like that's gay. But
I mean,
I don't think
I see your face.
Kind of way.
I don't think Passion would like it.
I don't think she. I mean, I know she wouldn't.
Yeah,
But
we had
she
this
wouldn't have
conversation
no
before.
choice but to accept
That
it.
okay? That's why I'm gonna answer that. Like, I wouldn't have no choice but to. But I think it would take me a little while. You know why? Because I'm like, I would have no choice to accept it. But it would be
your son came out gay.
yeah, it would be weird. It would be weird to me. But I can't judge. You feel me? Because I'm in the LGBT community. So yeah, so I can't. That'll be like hypocritical to be judging. Yeah, to be judging a gay. So, but it would take me a little while to like accept it. But eventually, I will have to.
I'm not gonna lie. What's up?
I think I would be more accepting because look at the bashment that we get, like here and there. Like, look how our parents feel about certain things.
It's more of a
like,
fear than anything.
I don't want to keep having like the same generational curses. Like, I want to break things. And with the fact that we have two, we kept it going. We didn't even only have one. We have two kids, and they both gonna have different perspectives.
Look like both of y'all.
Yeah, like no. Whatever our kids turn out to be, whoever they turn out to be, well, whoever they are, because whoever they are is now. It's not nothing that's gonna.
It starts from it starts from young.
Who you are is who you are. You don't just turn out gay or
when
turn
I was
out
young.
like please.
Technically, you did.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. I've had
she liked the girls.
I didn't like girls. Girls like me. But
so you turned gay.
You found them attractive too, but you just didn't find the person that you wanted to be with.
All right, we gonna get into me.
No,
because we can talk about it. We can talk about it. No, we can talk about it.
No, but I'm saying like you had like there's girls that like you, and you was like but it wasn't like that one person like me. At the time. Yeah, it wasn't your preference.
I wouldn't say that I was never. Yeah, I wouldn't say that I wasn't a lesbian.
Passion just brought that out of you.
There you go. Yes. You just found that person where it's okay, now I can be myself for real.
I mean, I guess because I really opened up.
She pleads the fifth.
I don't plead the fifth. I don't plead the fifth. I just think it's different for me. It's different for me because I'm a woman. Like, it's so different for girls.
So what am I? You can one white baby.
No, I'm saying as far as a woman and a man, it's so different. It's more accepting for women than it is men.
Oh yeah.
Like,
that's being gay.
My kid is a man.
Being gay, period. That's
honestly, I think it's like
it is more.
It's just a fear that you have because again, if you go back to society, a lot of hate crimes, a lot of violence, a lot of suicides, a lot of
and it happens to them a lot.
Because they're able to be.
They can't be who they want to be. Yeah.
And people feel like a lot of I feel like as parents of the LGBT community, we're more open versus our parents because our parents are raised a certain way in a certain time frame, certain things are different.
Back then, it's not the same like right now.
It wasn't accepted as much. It wasn't as much awareness, I would say, as it is now.
Yeah.
Versus people are more living within their skin versus people hiding back in the days.
Because before, back in the days, we used to hide. You know what I'm saying? We could pull your pants up, I throw on a motherfucking little tight, but have the big shirt on. And you know what I'm saying? Just to hide when I'm going back in the crib. You know what I'm saying? From my Caribbean mother. Because that's what it was, life was for them. But now, they just accepting it like it's nothing. Like it's nothing.
They don't have a choice.
I really didn't care what the fuck nobody thought. Like, I feel like, yeah, of course you did. You 38 years old. You know what I mean? Like
now it's acceptable, so it's like I don't care what you say. It's
not that it's accepted, even if it wasn't accepting. Like I just how I am, I honestly want to instill a little bit in my kids, like just being yourself and just doing what you love and want to do and what your heart feels is right. That's just me. It was something else I was going to say too, as far as like. I don't know, I forgot, but I'm always going to accept my kids I don't care what nobody say, and I'm always gonna be there in their corner, and I'm
That's
always
one
gonna,
thing.
you know, help their self esteem and make them know that they who they are, and they always gonna be.
And I can honestly
that.
say that's one thing. What she what where like
She's
say,
mommy.
yeah, she's mommy. Like
You
she's
mama.
mom. Yeah, now mama. Like
Pretty much Papa and Mama.
yeah,
Yes, it's
like
so
it's like it's
aggravating.
really like, and she be so aggravated because I'm
Northern.
Papa and Papa just be
Let them
done.
do whatever they
Yeah,
want. I'm
she's
the
like
one like no,
no,
I'm
or
the
if
bad guy.
or if you know, like Weston would talk to her more than he'll talk to me. Like
Not
have
true.
a whole conversation. Yes,
Not true. She
Yes.
feels like that.
he
but
would like he
when
when she be telling me stuff, I'd be like, oh, he told you that.
oh yeah,
He ain't never tell me that. You know what I'm saying? Like he feel like he's more open to talk to her because she gives them that comfort. Like okay,
That motherly.
yeah, that
and
mother
I
comfort, and
wanna
it's
know.
cool. Like,
I know how I was as a kid. Like just thinking stuff and holding it in and observing and being so
You mama,
curious.
you mama.
Like I want our kids to always be able to talk to us and come to us about anything. And I don't want us to, have to front about stuff. Like if we don't know, I want my kids to know I don't know, but I'm gonna find out,
and I'm gonna come back to you.
Yeah.
Even though you two mothers, you still play both roles.
Yeah,
Yes.
literally, like
Literally.
And I feel like that's where it shouldn't matter. It doesn't matter who the child is raised with, as long as the child is raised right and they're receiving the love that they deserve.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter if it's from one parent, two parents, parents of the same sex, opposite sex, whatever. Grandparents could be anybody, as long as they're raising that child to their full potential and giving them the love that they deserve.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what they get,
and the
what they get
attention.
raised by. Like,
Right.
it doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. Like,
Again, like I said, people just judge
and
what they
people
don't
be,
know.
I was about to
Yeah.
say, people just automatically judge. Oh, they was.
And it's okay to ask questions.
That's
it's
one
okay
thing
to
that nobody could say that we're a bad bad mommies or bad. You know what I'm saying?
Amazing.
They cannot.
They
Nobody
fly
could
as
say
hell.
that. Like we keep them up to par. You know what I'm saying? We do stuff with them. You know, as a parent, like it's not. We don't never lack in no areas when
Thank
it comes
God.
to them. You feel me? And it's new to us. We ain't never been parents. You know what I'm saying? But we have to learn as we go. Like
As I feel, it don't matter what sexuality or who's in the house because you can have heterosexual parents in the home that's showing the child a bad example. You can have a single parent in the home that's showing a child a bad example.
Yeah, you can have a father in the home, so you can have a mother
who's beating the mother, doing drugs, doing all types of stuff,
raping
not
your
working,
daughter on the sideline,
not working, just not showing their son what they need.
Yeah, it's just so it doesn't matter.
Or exposing them to too much.
Yes.
At a time where they're not supposed to be exposed to things. Like I said, I feel like we treat our kids
how we wanted to be treated.
Yeah.
Like as when growing up, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how I look at things. And I told Gamo, like she'd be like, "Oh, you so laid back," and it's like I've been so strict on. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like my mother was not the type of person that take no. Excuse me. You feel me? Like it's like she was not playing with me. Like it's you know how Kirby is it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it was, and I don't want to do that to my boys. So that's probably why I'm so like more laid back with them, and I let them do whatever they want to do. Like as long as y'all not hurting each other, do what y'all gotta do. But she's
not burning out, so
yeah, like cause mama was always, oh come on, tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just like I had so much like, nah, I can't do that to my babies. Like I can't be like that with them. That's just how I. And she's more some. She's been a family orientated person, or she didn't have to really go through the passion and the this and this and that because you never gay. You know what I'm saying? I went through a lot when it came to being a lesbian. You know what I'm saying? So it's like hurtful words and like it's just
different. I mean, I could definitely relate to that. My mother's a single mother, and she's mother's Jamaican as ever. And it took me where she told me I cannot live in her household with my lifestyle when I was 17. So I used ball and got me out of there. That's why I left New York instantly. And I got started. And she's like, I'll pay for you to live wherever you want to go. And that was the deal. And I mean,
at least you got paid for to live wherever you want to go.
Yeah, but even though I got that part of it, it's still not. It don't mean nothing. That's just that's a bribe or like a. I'd rather not and have my mother there around I'm also a heavy Christian, and so I'd rather have had the support and the love versus the money.
Yeah.
Like I didn't care about that at all. And even then, money don't mean nothing because you still gotta figure it out. You can pay my rent, but don't mean I gotta figure out how to eat, get around, do what I gotta do. But I mean, as I got older, my mother accepts who I am, and I don't want to do that to my children. And I'm not saying about to wrap it up because the kids are getting antsy. Like I said, I got my two moms on donor here with me, but these are my friends. I really love everything about them. They are great mothers. Every birthday, everything, no matter what, I see it. They're there for their children, no matter what. And this episode here of this is here today to just bring awareness to people. A lot of people look at people from the LGBT community differently, and we're all still human no matter what. We're all, whether we're female or male, we're all the same. And our preference doesn't deteriorate our character or who we are. And I just wanted to bring awareness for the question that people have because like we've been playing a lot of stuff. There's gonna be way more to come with these amazing people here. But this is something just to answer questions that not only you guys but also me I have. We all have questions, and before you judge, it's best to understand first. Because we judge what we don't understand. When you do gain that knowledge, it opens up your perspective in your mind to see things from a different angle versus being closed minded like many people nowadays.
Yeah, and people's very closed minded nowadays. It's like, especially these dudes, like, it's just like, they be, oh, how she, how you got pregnant. Like, listen, it's ways.
And well, you think you a nigga?
Yeah, like it just be too much. Like so,
nobody don't want to be no man.
That's the thing. That be the thing. Like, if I wanted to be a man, wants to be a man,
I will go do the transition and go through that stage.
But nobody want to do that. I want to be who I am.
I am who I am, like, and that's
big facts. Nobody want to do all that.
And if I feel like I wanted to have a kid, that was my choice. Who are you to tell me that I can't have a kid because I'm dressed like a, you know what I'm saying? Like, who are you?
Because your clothes doesn't identify who you are. At the end of the day, you are a woman, and that's who you are. At the end of the day, there's nothing else to say about it. And if you decide to go out there and say, "Hey, I want to have a child tomorrow, yesterday, last week," that's your decision, and it doesn't matter how anyone feels about that because this is your life, and we all decide what we want to do. We have control of our future in some way, but
I will say one thing though. I'm so happy that my wife is in tune with being a woman and doesn't think that she's a dude in any type of way or anything like that. That's one thing that drew me to her, and I just love it.
She doesn't portray to be.
She doesn't portray to be somebody she's not. Like she'll cross her legs and motherfucking.
I've been saying my legs crossed all the time. A lot of people feel like you want to be a man. It's not about that. I mean, technically, she carried my egg. That is a baby mother, though. If a female does carry another woman's egg, that technically is a baby mother. But if we're not doing it to be a man, I don't want to be a man. If I could be born with a penis, of course I would love it. But however, I wasn't. And I would never change it to one because I still can't be a man. We're not convinced that. That's a whole nother episode. But that's the greatest point. No matter what you are, your preference, you still decided to be who you are and have children. And at the end of the day, that's it. There's nothing else to talk about. All that other loud conversation around that bubble, that don't matter. People comments, they criticism, they lack of intelligence, that doesn't matter. All that matters is how you two feel within. They have a solid marriage, a solid foundation with two beautiful kids. And regardless of what anybody says on the outside, you guys have each other on the inside. Yeah. And I love what both of you have, and I look up to both of you. Of course, you know that. And I pray that God continues to bless you both on this journey with your two beautiful kids, because all that matters is you two. A lot of times we look for that and somebody, but you found it, and shit, that's it. But again, thank y'all for being here. There's more coming, my beautiful family. This is just the beginning, y'all.
It's the beginning.
Yeah.
And go add me on Instagram if you want any type of information. Like I said, as far as conceiving, I don't mind giving, the tea. Right?
Yeah.
It's not nothing to be hiding. It's none of that. Add me on IG __ big BIG West WEST. If you want more insight on conceiving, I don't mind. I'm very open minded. I'm very open to. I don't charge none of that. I want to see everybody happy. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Like I'm willing to give. Like, give the information. It's not a problem.
I'm very much so a girl's girl, so I'm I'm always down to, enlighten people, whoever you are, and give my best input, advice, and stuff like that. So you can add me too, and you can always hit me up and ask me anything. I'm open. My Instagram is Black Glamour BLKGLAMOUR_.
And I thank y'all again for being here. Like this again was to enlighten those around us, so you know the complication, the situation, the obstacles that we face. But mainly these two women face, as far as being two black women who are part of the LGBT community, and they also are mothers. So it's just just to educate people. And before you pass judgment, just listen, and I want you guys to subscribe below. They also gonna have a channel coming out soon. We just got so much more coming for you guys. A bunch of New Yorkers just coming together. We're not as mean as y'all think.
Right.
But we here, we're in Atlanta, we taking over. And I appreciate y'all. And Brittany, we signing out.
Brittany, we signed up.
Let me show you this walk to my grandparents' house that they've been doing all their life. Because this right here should be illegal. Let me show you this.
Keep going.
This man back here sound like him.